Okay, friends. Yeah, this is like my third attempt at doing this video. It's um, it's from long ago now, as far as my life, my time here on Earth is concerned. It's back in my high school days, which, ooh, nowadays that's going back some. Let's see, this would have happened like in 1963. Yeah, 1963, maybe 64, in gym class. Yep. School I go to local to here, to where Sandy and I live now, not too far away. And West Mars, yeah, West Mars Regional. It's a good school, and they had excellent teachers. And we actually had one very excellent teacher who was tough. He was a gym teacher. He had been in the service, I believe, fighting in the Korean War, and he would tell us stories about what that was like. And man, whew, human wave attacks and such. And he, I guess, considered himself lucky to have survived, pretty much. Well, he was a gym teacher. Yeah, gym teacher. And he basically, one thing he was always saying was is that pretty good chance you guys are going to be in the service someday. And I want you to learn how to behave, how to act, so that you don't get your tail chewed out from one side to the next by some sergeant or officer. He said mostly those sergeants. He said you got to watch out for those guys. I think he was a sergeant at one time. I'm pretty sure. He sure he sure acted like one, and but a good guy. But we used to play this game. I re- out on the soccer field. On the soccer field. You say, well, that's nice, Doc, kicking around a soccer ball. No, no. This was a game called Japanese War Ball. Japanese War Ball. It was played with a ball that was made of canvas, inflated, but kind of spongy too. Not like a football would be. Right. Okay. And this ball was about 5 foot, maybe 6 foot in diameter, if I recall right. It's again, you, it's hard to remember. There was some real trauma involved in playing Japanese war ball with this thing, and it was like a big medicine ball. I think it had weight to it. I think you had maybe not, but I think so. I think there was something in it. It wasn't like it was 800 pounds, but it wasn't light. I'm thinking 100 pounds, maybe 200 pounds, maybe not even. Sort of hard to know because the object was you divided into shirts, no shirts. Half the class was shirts, the other half no shirts. And that's how you told the opposing who was your teammate, who wasn't. The ball the shirts would get on one end of the field, the the shirts, okay, the shorts would be on the other, right? Okay, and you'd the ball would be in the middle, the whistle would blow, and you'd run for the ball, and the object was to get the ball into the opposing team's soccer cage. That's all you had to do. and, and there were no holds barred. You weren't allowed to knife someone. You weren't allowed to shoot someone. Kicking in the crotch was out of bounds. Punching, no. But other than that, whatever you could do, right, short of murder, would be to you had to get that ball, and so you pushed that ball. There would be like 20 guys from either side pushing, either pushing the ball or getting the ball rolled over them. And what you tried to do is to get it so that maybe you could get it out of the other team's clutches, and then you could roll it real fast to the to the opposing goal and get it in. But there would always be someone to stop you. and there was tackling and yanking and shoving, and oh my God, and you just kept trying. You might go the whole gym class, what, 45 minutes pushing this darn thing, and no one scored a point, nothing. And but then every now and then, somehow or another, maybe they let it be known, get under the ball and push it up, and then it'll go over. You guys go around the edge, start pushing that thing like a mother for the goal. And they, of course, they had one poor goalie trying to hold it back. And here comes this mob with that stupid ball in front of them, shoving it. But meanwhile, the other guys, it's hard to push the ball. It was heavy. Okay, it was heavier than you think, and plus you're tired. And now the opposing team comes and gets in front of the goal to stop the onslaught. The ball comes flying right over them. Everyone gets crushed. Oh my God! There's this horrible battle of kicking and shoving, and you eventually the ball gets into the doggone net. Whistle blows. Okay, put it back in the middle. Shirt's got 1 point. and that might have taken 10 minutes. You still got like 30 minutes to suffer. But again, the rule was you could pull people away. It only took about two guys to really push the ball. Two pretty strong guys, maybe three. But that meant that the others didn't necessarily have to push the ball. They could go get some of the guys off the back. So you're yanking on them. Again, it was just this absolute mayhem. You'd be rolling and tumbling and tossing. You weren't allowed to really punch someone in the face. And if you had glasses, it was best to leave them in your locker. And you weren't going to need them anyway. And you just kept jostling and wrestling, trying to think of some strategy to get that darn ball. Eventually, I think the one that really worked well was you get some guys under the ball, they stand up quick, on the captain's command. They stand up, the ball rises up, and the team that expected the rise pushes it out over the others, and then you start running right through them to get that ball and move it another 30, 40 feet closer to the doggone goal. And you just couldn't believe it. You just couldn't believe it. That was one game. Now, if it was raining, we kept thinking, well, this won't be too bad. We got, no, that was Japanese war ball. Then we played plain. If we couldn't go outside, we played. I think it was war ball inside the gym. They'd open up the gym, and you would play this. Now, I think the deal was there was a whole bunch of you on either side, shirts and skins, that kind of thing, and you just threw dodgeballs at each other. And that wasn't too bad, but again, those doggone the balls were about the size of basketballs. I mean, it wasn't like we were throwing hard balls at each other. And if you got hit, you were out. That was kind of fun. That wasn't too bad because at least the other team stayed on the other side of the line. It wasn't like you're going to get punched in the mouth or something. But then again, sometimes that ball hit some very sensitive spots, and that wasn't much fun. I seem to remember. I think whoever threw a ball like that was out of the game. Yeah, I think. Then again, maybe. No, they were out for that. Hex. I mean, gosh, it's an awful thing to do to a guy. So they. I think that was the case there. But it was, yeah, it was tough in good old gym class. Yes, indeed. And you'd go into the shower and you'd see all these welts all over your body where the ball hit you, or you'd see your whole leg would be covered in mud from being in the from doing the Japanese the war ball gig, shall we say? Oh, it was rough. Yes, indeed. I don't know if they do that stuff, and I can't see them doing that nowadays in high school. Maybe they do, but I don't know. Again, Mr. Patton always said you never know. He said there'd come a time when you might be needed in a war, and it's best to at least get some of this feeling for it. He said that way you might live. I don't know, but eesh, it was pretty wild. It was kind of fun, and no one really got hurt too bad. A sprained ankle or something, maybe nothing really that awful bad. And we'd laugh about it in cafeteria. Yeah. So anyway, I thought you might like that, reminiscing of my high school days. Yes. We'll see you later. God bless. Okay. Bye now. God bless.